Um, First of all, everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Today's webinar, Integrated AI from Request to Review. Our goal here today is very simple. We're going to show you live how Suralink's AI agents take on really the most manual parts of an engagement, from the moment a client uploads a document all the way through to financial statement review. This is a product session, so you're going to see real live demos here. This is not slideware. So with that, let's get into it. Quick introductions. Hello, everyone. My name is Chris Witt. I am the Senior Director of Product Marketing here at Suralink. I have been a technologist in product management and product marketing in fintech primarily for a little over 2 decades, specializing in AI and machine learning. I will be your host and guide today. Also joining us on the marketing side of the house, our silent man behind the curtain, marketing manager James Higgins, who'll be handling our polling. James, thank you for your hard work on this. But the real stars with me today, honestly, two men much smarter than I, are our two senior product managers, Paul Wolf, who owns and will be running live demos for Suralink's Cloud Testing Suite and Workpaper Suite Intelligence, and Hunter Kuhn, our owner of Suralink's Financial Statement Tieout. These two brilliant men own and live these solutions every single day. But Paul, Hunter, I'll let you introduce yourselves.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Paul. I'm a CPA. I have 10 years of experience in practice, both in audit and audit technology. And then I think Chris's intro covered the rest. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Paul.
All right. Hey, everyone. I'm Hunter. I could probably just say ditto. I'm also a CPA, started my career in audit, have about 10 years of experience, moved into product management and never looked back.
Well, having the two of you, as our senior PMs on the team, obviously, especially working with these products, your practitioner experience and point of view is obviously something that resonates in everything we do. And I'm eager to see how it comes into play as we talk about what we're going to show off today. Um, Here's how the next hour is going to run, folks. We're going to start with a short look, really, at how we at Suralink think about AI, how we build it. Then we're going to get to the good part. Two live demos. Paul on Cloud Testing Suite and Workpaper Suite Intelligence, Hunter on Financial Statement Tieout. And we're going to also close with kind of where we're headed, and hopefully leave some real time on the agenda for your questions if you have any. A couple important notes. On CPE, I know many of you are here for CPE credit. To earn it, you will need to stay for at least 50 minutes, 50, and answer at least 3 of our polling questions, which we're going to be running throughout that time period. Your certificate will be emailed to you within 1 to 3 business days. And throughout the next hour or so, for all of you, as you have questions, as I'm sure you will, please drop them into the Zoom Q&A panel. As noted, we will work to get to as many as we can at the end. But first, and James, you want to kick off our first poll. Let's see who's in the room. 3 fast questions. Your role, your firm size, and where most of your work sits. Please answer all 3. See who we have in the audience today. Oh, that's looking good. Wow. Nice healthy mix. Partners, managers, associates. Okay. Ooh, and a lot on the audit and assurance side. Fantastic. Okay. I think we're good on the poll, James. We have a great mix of associates, managers, partners here. Most of you are a pretty decent mix on firms. About half of you are good mid-sized firms. And the vast majority of you, 64% across all our options, are in audit and assurance, which I think is perfect because that's honestly, you guys are really who we've built today's sessions for. All right. Before we get into our specific product looks, it's important we kind of put into context for just a minute or two. everything we're going to talk about, and likely also answer some questions that you're going to have, probably preemptively, with just a few minutes dive into really how Suralink thinks about AI, because that word, which is a very loaded word, is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now, and it shapes everything you're about to see. If you joined our last session last month with our product and technology leaders, we did a deep dive on this for a full hour. Here's the 90-second version. AI really isn't one thing. It's really three, at least in terms of how we advise our firm customers to think about it. Automation, which also encompasses machine learning and a few other technologies, um, is AI technology that is do exactly what I tell you to do. Predefined rules, fast, consistent. It also tends to break the moment something changes. This type of technology is most of what's lived inside of audit software and others for the last 20 years. Generative AI, which is been in the zeitgeist the last few years and what we're all very used to at this point, is create something for me. Drafts, summaries, answers on demand. Very, very powerful, but very reactive. It waits to be asked. It doesn't own the outcome. And agentic, the hot word in the market right now, for very good reasons, is technology where you tell AI, look, I need you to achieve a goal for me. You give it a goal and it takes the initiative. It adapts when conditions change. It is accountable for the result, not just one step. The key takeaway here is that every AI powered claim that you are going to hear from any solution provider is going to fit somewhere on this spectrum. So the real useful question isn't, is this AI? The question is, okay, what kind of AI is it? And most importantly, is that the right tool for the job? You're going to see us use all three of these today. A little bit of automation, some generative, and mostly genuinely agentic capabilities. But that last question, the right tool for the job, is actually one of the key principles that we really do hold ourselves to. In audit and assurance, you cannot just bolt on AI and hope. Um, that should be apparent. The stakes are just too high. Professional liability, peer review, client trust. We set our design principles for AI in writing before we wrote a single agent. We have six on the screen, but they really boil down to three ideas. First and foremost, the professional stays in charge, human in the loop, and the firm always stays in control. The agent assists, you review, you sign off. Nothing moves forward on the agent's say so alone. Two, no black box, full audit trail. Every action has to be logged, what it read, why it flagged something. And honestly, when confidence is low, it should raise its hand instead of guessing. And lastly, discipline about where and how things happened. This means scope data access. And honestly, as alluded to a moment ago, the right AI for each kind of problem. We don't believe in using agentic AI for its own sake. But there are genuine tasks, as you'll see in a moment, that agentic AI is perfect for. That's what we're going to show you today. If you remember one thing, though, these are assistants that are operating under your judgment with a paper trail. They are not on autopilot. Um, Very important. So with that foundation, here's where these agents that you're going to see actually work across an engagement at a very high level. At a macro level, your typical engagement, left to right, okay? Engagement setup all the way through reporting. Let's discuss where these agents are going to show up and what you're going to see. At the front, the moment a client uploads documents, our cloud testing suite agents go to work. Document pre-screens confirms that it's right. Okay, the support is complete. And then data vouching runs the sample testing. Through the middle, work paper prep and review. Work paper intelligence keeps that work tied to your binders. At the back end, as you finalize financials, the tie-out agents take over the math, the cross-references, the prior year and version checks. As you'll see, we are deliberately, with our agentic technology, going after the highest value, most manual, lowest judgment work at the two ends, leaving the judgment to the professional, you. So rather than tell you, let's just show you. And we're going to start at the front end of the engagement. with where the friction starts, really. The moment your client sends files back. And this is where teams and our customers, for our firm customers, typically tell us they lose the most time before any real testing even begins. Paul's going to show you this live in just a moment, but I would like to set up what you're about to see. Think of this as the next phase of the engagement, moving from request to test. We've got two agents really doing the heavy lifting. First, the problem it solves. When a client uploads a batch of 50 invoices, your team, realistically, spends real time just opening them to confirm they're even the right files before any work begins. And too often, a junior is 20 minutes into a file before realizing it doesn't match the request. In our research, audit teams cited assessing the files they received as the step where they actually spent the most time and felt the most frustration. So, document pre-screen agent checks every upload against what you actually requested. Right document, complete, and follows up automatically when something is off. Then, once the document's in, data vouching automatically runs sample testing procedures. Tests of details like these are obviously repetitive, pattern-based work. It's really a perfect fit for AI. By automating that step, we move your auditors from manual testers to reviewers, really putting their judgment where it actually matters. And in our testing, that's an estimated like 20% plus time savings just on managing requests and getting through sample testing. But as noted, here's how you stay in control of it, because you need to stay in control of it. You define the test criteria, what you want checked, and whether that's confirming a signature is present, extracting a shipping date, matching a cash receipt amount, whatever you choose, including qualitative and multi-document tests. The AI runs the analysis automatically as client documents come in. So the next time your team logs into Suralink, they're going to see a detailed view of the completed sample tests. What matches, what needs a closer look. Anything that needs review gets flagged for the engagement team to take it from there. And when that's done, you pull it straight into your binder through Workpaper Intelligence or our Excel-based Workpaper integration with supporting evidence kind of linked back to the cloud. But with that high-level explanation, let's show you. And Paul, I'm going to stop talking and hand it over to you to give us the real view.